Well, I had a bit of a panic moment there. The GoPro wouldn't turn on. I've no idea why. So yeah, today we're heading into Manchester. Should be raining until about 11, but it'll probably reach the locks about 10:30, 11 anyway. And then we got a minimum 15 locks, maximum 27 locks, depending on where there is to stay. So I'm going to be selective about where I do my time lapse. Let's go. So I've decided I'll start the time lapse until I get to the top lock, and then we'll see where we manage to do after that. Maybe get a few locks in today as well, on the video that is. Forgot that I've got a swing bridge, lift bridge, whatever bridge it is. Oh, it's a lift bridge, okay. Well, you can see me do a lift bridge as well then. So, as you can see, things started to go a little bit not in my favour there. I was struggling a little bit to get onto the side, and then that fella offered me to help, and it was amazing, yeah. It's not often that somebody just offers, even if they are standing by the bridge, but fantastic, man. Sorted me right out. Probably would have been struggling that with that for 10-15 minutes, and he sorted it for me within 2 or 3. So onwards to the locks. The man who just helped me with the bridges found me again, and he just said, don't stop by Droylsden Marina, because there's an estate where they'll rob a lot of things, so it's best not to stop there. I wasn't planning on stopping there anyway, but it's good advice. If that man sees this video, thank you so much. just seen a sign then, it said 7.25 miles to Castlefield, and that's right at the other end of Manchester, so that means probably about 3 or 4 miles to where I want to be. Top speed's about 4 miles an hour, so it'd be an hour if I didn't have any locks, but with the locks it's probably going to take about 5 or 6. So yeah, there we are. So this is a super low bridge. I have to just stop, take my chimney off. I'll stop the time lapse now. Should be almost at the first lock. I'll be stopping to get water, and then once I've stopped to get water, I'll be going through locks, so I'll maybe start the time lapse again around then, show you a couple of locks, and then I'll go back to just filming little segments. But yeah, that bridge took me by surprise. Well, at least it didn't knock my chimney off, didn't do any damage, didn't do anything, so see us when I get to the locks. away a whole couch. But yeah, just up here is the lock. I can see the water point straight ahead. So yeah, I'll get on the water point and then we'll see about filming the lock. Here we are at the water point and lock. So I'm going to get everything filled up so I can have fresh water and I can do some washing. Because I need to do some washing pretty soon. It's a shame if this isn't still locked. It obviously was at some point. Let's have a quick look. Some filthiest stairs. It's not a very high rising lock, low dropping lock, whatever, but if this shallow all the way down, should be a reasonably easy day. Right, so I'll see you again when I'm in the lock. I'm just swinging round into the lock. I'm gonna time lapse us through the lock, and then if you want to imagine me going through any other lock, just come back to this section, and then I'll just film focal points, like good little interesting things. You can imagine what the rest of the locks will be like once you've seen one. So that's a lock done in its entirety. If there's anything interesting along the way, I'll show you. Unexpected swing bridge, I think, coming up. Might be a lift bridge, but either way, it's probably going to be a pain. So I've only done 2 locks so far. This canal is absolutely filthy. There's bottles floating everywhere. I've smashed one bottle in the lock. There's bin bags and teddy bears, and God only knows what's underneath that you can't see. Well, the bridge wasn't too bad. Someone was coming the other way, so he opened it, and then there was another fella on the other side who opened it a bit more because it wasn't fully open, and then the fella on the other side is going to close it. So yeah, that's turned out alright. Big grey clouds coming in. Beautiful over there, but where I'm heading doesn't look like there's much beautiful about it. Right, the rain's gone off a little bit now. I'm just going to get the camera on charge because the battery life's not great. And on to the next lock. I think I'm only 4 or 5 locks down. So, I've got to show you what's annoying me about these locks. These big stupid anti-vandal plates. Back up on the lead branch on the Leeds Liverpool, it's literally just like a bolt that stops the mechanism. So you just put the key in, give it a twist, and it pops open and you can just operate the lock. But here you've got to spend a couple of minutes unscrewing each one and screwing them back in. It's an absolute joke. Right, I've decided I really don't like Manchester. It's just horrible. It's rubbish everywhere. There's a bin in the canal. This is pretty much the only interesting thing I've passed so far today. Everything else has just been a pile of rubbish. It's honestly disgusting. There's dog poo everywhere. There's the odd couple of people that have said hello to me seem nice, but the rest of them just no. There's something not right about Manchester. I don't like it. Maybe I'd feel the same way if I returned to Liverpool, but there's only a couple of parts of Liverpool's canal that are pretty dirty. It's not the whole thing. This is something that's been quite common to see as well. Just bags of rubbish just hung up on fences and loads of stuff around it. Quite honestly disgusted. It's a horrible place. I'll never come here again. Right, I'm ready to reassess Manchester slightly now. Now I'm getting into more of the centre. The canal's becoming a little cleaner, and I've stopped and chatted to a couple of people and they did seem really nice. It's just the ones that don't stop and chat seem to give you funny looks. So we should be coming up to Manchester City's stadium now, after this lock. And then, I think that was lock 9. I want to go to the top of lock 3. If I can find somewhere at the top of lock 3, I'll be very happy. And if I could find somewhere at the bottom of lock 1, if I don't get the top of lock 3, I'd be even happier. This is a little old disused branch of the canal now. maybe I spoke too soon about it being cleaner down here. There's another bag of rubbish hanging on that little bridge. Sounds like there's a match on. Getting blown into the bank by the wind here. Centre is 1.5 miles away. I want to stop anywhere after these 2 locks, but I'm prepared to do the 3 after if I have to. I thought we'd have a good view at Manchester City's stadium here, but can't see a thing. Right, so I've had to switch back to my phone now because my GoPro just won't turn on. So I've no idea what's wrong with it. It hasn't got wet, it hasn't been dropped. It's just deciding it doesn't want to work. So I don't even know how much footage I'll be able to get off it. I've had to do these next 3 locks because there's nowhere to stay, and there's nowhere to stay anywhere, it seems. There's just nowhere. Right, so I've managed to find a place to stop, and I've managed to get my GoPro working again. I don't know how, but it's now working again, exactly as it should. So that's the lock that have just come through. I couldn't shut the doors because they kept swinging open, and this is my spot here. The cat's not too keen on it here, but yeah, anyway, that's us for the day. I'll see you when I travel on to, what's it even called now? See you when I travel onto the Bridgewater.